We are definitely embracing new beginnings over here. So, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. I found this to be extremely relatable at this moment, considering what we're going through energetically, as a community, as a planet. You know, I feel like there's been a lot of work done. I feel like you're being encouraged to continue to focus and grow and learn and expand your consciousness. I feel like you've done a really good job doing that. I feel like you're seeing the rewards of this. I'm also getting that practice makes perfect, right? And maybe there's an opportunity to get some additional training or education or even some mentorships. Okay, so that's what I have so far just by splitting the deck. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another shuffle real quick, and then as I do that, we're going to say our decree. As we share divine guidance with you, please open your mind and heart to receive this with love. We ask you to find faith, trust, and knowingness that you are divinely protected and loved, and these messages are for your highest and greatest good. And so it is. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, so talking about new beginnings, areas to expand our expertise, continue putting that hard work in. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so this really is talking about doing things in a practical, logical way, but enjoying where you're at, what you've accomplished to date. You are aware of what it takes to maintain certain things that bring you peace and harmony. I feel like you're a very happy-go-lucky person. I feel like you're in the process of nurturing yourself and those that you love. I feel like you have the ability to make anything more beautiful. You're very practical and you give very wise advice. Okay, so if that resonates for you, male or female, that is confirmation. Like you should feel that kind of like a little tingle in the heart chakra, okay? Or in the gut, like, oh, maybe I should read this. Yeah, then we have solutions. Success that comes from having objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. All right, so I feel like you understand that you have to go with the flow. You understand that there are certain things that come along with what you're creating for yourself because there is something to learn from it, or it is a way to do something better or different, or it's some sort of redirection. I feel like you understand this now. You are very forgiving of that. You compromise more. I feel like you are not trying to create from like a past outcome that's already happened. So in other words, like if you're trying to create an outcome for something and you kind of go back to what's happened before to you and you're kind of stuck in that victim mindset or that lack mindset, you want to make sure that you're not creating from that mind space. Okay, I feel like you understand that it's a choice that you make to focus on things in a different way. Okay, yeah, I feel like balance and harmony and peace, and like that's what you are focusing on. And then I have the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you were standing up for having your peace, for, what you believe in. I feel like you're having confidence. I'm also getting like you're in your personal power, like you claimed your power back. You may be working on like some sort of like sovereignty energy. I'm also getting, I feel like you might come into play with someone providing some sort of emotional exchange in some way. So this could be like a message come in the form of like some sort of message, and so pages are messengers, right? So I feel like it could have something to do with like a social invitation. It could be like a friend reaching out that you haven't heard from in a while, or it could be like, hey, I'm in the area, or it could be maybe there's something that you might share in common with someone, so they may like on a social media platform do what you would think you would normally do, right? Like that type of engagement, that level of engagement. So just so you can kind of put that in context, like it's a small little energy effort. And then I have the King of Wands. So that's, fire sign energy. I feel like this person's very generous. They too could be inspirational. So that might be where there's some like common ground here. I feel like you may be open to this. It kind of depends on how they come at you. I feel like you're very like, you can sniff out a dog, right? Like your senses are super high. So I feel like you may intimidate people because of that. I just heard how intimidating. Yeah, I would imagine you come off intimidating. And again, like you're that mirror for people, like even just in that sense, okay? I feel like that's for somebody to kind of recognize about themselves and to not change. Like that is your essence. And that essence is needed here more than ever, okay? So embrace that essence if that's you. Keep your eyes on the big picture. I feel like this energy is very like big picture thinking, very active, very ambitious, very motivational. I feel like this is either you being asked to step into some sort of masculine energy, like to kind of get things done. But this is also somebody or an energy that is coming in with some sort of message, or there might be some intuitive insights that you might gain too. So it could be a couple different things, but let's focus on the fact that like this is a message of interest coming from somebody who presents as someone in their power, right? A king energy as well as in a wand energy. So I feel like keep your eyes on the big picture, okay? Leave the details to the others. So maybe you or this person might have others that they rely on to do things for them because it's not their expertise. And so that might be a note for you. Are there areas in your life that you could offload to someone else because they're better at it than you, and you're totally okay with that? Like it's a burden if it's something on your plate. So could you share that with someone else so that it's not a burden anymore? I'm also getting that. I feel like this energy has a lot of experience. So this might be the energy that kind of is pulling you to kind of learn from somebody else. I feel like you could learn from each other. I'm getting that this person tends to really care about other people. So they're kind of like, someone who likes and does things from a passion perspective, like humanity energy. Like I'm getting like thinks above themselves energy is what I'm getting. All right, so there could be some sort of like something starting up. I feel like somebody is worrying for no reason. Okay, so I feel like making sure that you're thinking and having thoughts about a positive outcome, and the outcome that you actually desire, like the highest vibrational desire, not, oh, if this happens, this is gonna be the outcome, because that's how we create things, and we don't really want that experience. So make sure that you're focusing on things that you do actually want to happen in your life for you. Releasing any kind of feelings of regret or guilt or worry, and kind of like surrendering those to the angels and just like saying, okay, help me release this. And I feel like the eclipse energy certainly helped many of us. Okay, I know I certainly did some work on this, releasing any kind of regret or guilt or just any kind of release at all is quite helpful when we're dealing with a new year. Like, the eclipse was literally like somebody turning the light switch on and off. Okay, it was like a restart or a reboot, if you will. I feel like we got a reboot of energy, and it's like we can choose, like, here's the reboot, right? We have the light and the shadow representing what we've just been experiencing collectively, as well as energetically, planetarily, galactically. I feel like there are going to be bold decisions and choices needed. Like there's going to be things that you're going to have to be ambitious about it. Or maybe you already have made these decisions. I feel like when you make these decisions, it's going to create a lot of like amazing progress. Like I feel like it's going to kickstart things. I feel like that reboot energy. I'm also getting like you're going to align with people who you're meant to align with, who are going to be, again, aligned. I'm getting like you're going to share the same kind of vision. You're going to share the same kind of like what you believe in. Because really the Seven of Wands is like standing up for your beliefs, standing up for a cause, standing up for something that you feel passionate about, something that is purposeful. So I'm getting like you are going to leave one dimension to experience the other. I'm getting like new earth energy here. Okay. So if that aligns with you, fabulous. Page of Wands. Yeah, this is you again, like taking that next step after the decision is made, right? To embark on this, like what you came here to do, which is your purpose, which is like you learned what you needed to learn here, and you're gonna, take it with you into the next cycle. Okay, next timeline. You're in a new timeline is what I'm getting here. And then this with the page energy, this is you following your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. This is you going on and on that adventure, that quest. I feel like you're very energetic, you're brave, you're optimistic, and you're very playful. I think people think like you're like, I don't know. I feel like, if people interact with you, they see how playful you are. You're like genuinely playful, like this. Like sometimes I'm thinking like fairy energy, fairies can be like fun, energetic, like just as well as, tricksters, little pranksters. Then I have the Two of Cups. So this really talks about, something, two people are coming together to create. Okay. And the outcome is wonderful. And it doesn't just affect them, but it kind of creates a ripple effect. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of, when I meditate and connect, I'm seeing a lot of like my guides, like doing something splash or dripping, and then it's kind of, I can see in my mind's eye the ripple effect that it creates when it lands on like a pond or something like that. So I feel like whatever this passion energy is, when this all comes to fruition, okay, I feel like you'll know what to do. You're fully guided this whole process. So I feel like they're like, what are you worried about? Like we're going to walk you through it. Right. Yeah. I feel like, I feel, especially when this other energy comes in, I feel like there is going to be some sort of sense of like, balance. I feel like this energy is going to bring balance to the situation, vice versa. Okay. I'm also getting, you staying committed and devoted, right? As well. I feel like, this is a kindred spirit type energy that is going to develop. I'm getting soulmate energy. I'm getting like partnership. I also have the Four of Cups. Who's this Four of Cups? Okay. I feel like, okay, so that's where I left off. All right, so I got Four of Cups, all right? So this is really talking about seeking out other possibilities. Like, it's like it's like doing a taste test, and you tried all three sodas, and they're supposed to taste like Diet Coke. And you try all three of them, and you're like, it's not really hitting for me. And you're like, I feel like there's something better that's going to hit, and it's going to be like perfect. And so you hold out, right? You realize, okay, they're okay. Like I'll drink it, but it's not like quenching my thirst. And so you hold out for the cup that's going to quench your thirst. And I feel like that's what this is. I feel like you decided to listen to guidance and your heart. And I feel like there's been a lot of energies where it didn't quite hit the mark. And I feel like this is something that you've had to, maybe you kind of felt like alone, right? Like maybe you're someone who's a loner. But I feel like, it's okay that those three cups didn't hit, right? Like they were just to help you identify with what and appreciate with what really does hit, if that makes any sense. And then I also have the Page of Swords. So I'm getting like, Yeah, I feel like there's some energy here. Another page. So we have like 3 pages again. So page energy is really identifying in this reading the fact that like it's a starting point. Okay. It's again mirroring the new beginnings card that we got when we first started this reading, which was when I split the deck. So yeah, it's kind of like things are starting off. So if any of you were questioning like where things are at, like what's happening next, and what part of the cycle am I in, I feel like if this really aligns with you, I feel like the page energy will let you know that things have kicked off. Okay, I feel like things have potential. Also, page energy talks about potential. And so I would say, things are new beginnings here. I feel like there's a new beginning in, maybe there's interest. I feel like there's some sort of like interest, or someone's like kind of, I got this yesterday. I got this like secret admirer card when I did the reading yesterday. Like there's someone in the peripheral has their eye on you. And I feel like that's this energy. And I'm also getting it's this energy, which is if it's masculine, it'll show up. If it's feminine, it'll be here. So I feel like I have a queen and a king of wands here, both in their purpose, both in their power, both meant to co-create with each other. I feel like, they're both very empowered. They're both very motivated. I feel like they both go after what they want. And I feel like they have the ability to attract helpful people. I feel like they're resourceful in that way. I feel like the energy is reciprocal, right? So they're going to align with people who that are going to be more like purpose driven, more conscious driven as well. Like the creations that are going to happen here are for new earth energy, like new ways of doing things, like allowing a structure to fall, representing a tower, representing massive change, right? As well as like disruption, and so that radical transformation can be anchored in. And I feel like this is creator energy having an experience here. Okay, so this is like almost like one soul right here. Super powered. I'm getting like there's some sort of like exciting challenge, or someone feels challenged by you enjoying your life. I'm getting I feel like you don't care, like if you don't have any haters, you're not doing anything right. I don't know, they say that, I don't, whatever. You have what it takes to succeed. I feel like there could be some sort of like new contract that's coming in. This also can be like making sure you're reading through things, okay, before signing them. So there could be some sort of offer that comes on the table for you. And it might have something to do with communication, okay? Also, the Page of Swords here can represent, like maybe there was something that you experienced that leaves people kind of wondering, like, what are they doing now? How are they? Are they happy without me? I feel like there's some of that energy here. And I feel like this energy is watching or stalking or kind of like talking or asking about you. I'm also getting like they're seeing that you're thriving and that you're in your power. They're also observing the fact that like you're an inspiring success, and you will be. That's your destined path. I feel like with the World card at the bottom of the deck, Archangel Michael protected, okay? A very happy ending. Things have come full circle for you, okay? And I feel like whoever came against you or opposed you or were part of your lessons along the way, like that also will come full circle. And its purpose is for spiritual growth and to gain insight, learn a perspective, an understanding, to gain compassion, to evolve as a human being through experiences with other people. Okay, that's how we learn. And so I feel like you understand that is the purpose. Okay, so you're embracing what you're here to actually do. All right. And you're learning how to work best with what you have. And now you know how to work with the energies to kind of, create the outcomes that you desire, which is amazing. And so I feel like keep going. Okay, so if this is you, congratulations, because I really think like the World card at the end of this reading, certainly is the epitome of like a higher level of expertise, you know, major accomplishment, a major closing, like spiritual rebirth energy. And I feel like, yeah, not everybody's happy about your victory, okay? But that's a them problem, not a you problem. And then I also have five of swords, and then I have the star, okay? So I feel like, you know, they tried to create all kinds of obstacles for you. They did a lot of slandering, a lot of lying, a lot of deception. And all they did was really mess things up for themselves. I don't feel like, you know, whatever they set out to do really was successful. And I feel like they're understanding that at the end of the day, you won, okay? And you chose not to harm other people in the path. Like, you chose the high road, and I feel like you're being celebrated for that. You are that healer energy. You are that magic from from the divine. I feel like there's, you know, there is a dream coming true for you. It really starts with you believing in yourself, as well as understanding that, like, this whole situation of people trying to win at all costs against you for doing what you're being called to do by God, they will experience the ending of a very difficult situation. Okay, their experience will be different than yours, right? But there will be some sort of accountability in whatever way the divine sees fit, okay? I feel like you are embarking on that quest, and again, believing in yourself is where it all leads, okay? So trust yourself, trust the universe, trust your angels, trust your spirit guides, trust your ancestors. Ask for help. They can't intervene unless you ask for help, okay? Be very clear on your intentions, okay? All right, y'all. I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. Yeah, look, 3 of Swords energy. Yeah, they're feeling it. This past energy is going through what you went through, okay? And that is how the wheel turns, okay? So pray for them. Pray for all involved. Pray for humanity. And stay safe. Love you.